Pastor Dan here with a few points to ponder concerning outreach. And this is my favorite part about outreach. Because you see, the best news about outreach, it's not dependent upon you. It's not empowered by you. Acts chapter 1, verse 8 says it this way. You will receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you. And you shall be my witnesses, both in Jerusalem and Judea and Samaria, even to the remotest parts of the earth. So there's 4 things I really want you to know about this idea. Remember, the best news is outreach is not empowered by you. It's empowered by the Holy Spirit. First, know that your power comes from God. It comes from Him. This is an incredible feeling to be used by God. When you reach out and God works through you, there's not a greater feeling on the planet. Secondly, you need to become filled with the Holy Spirit. Not one time, all the time. The Bible tells us to be filled with the Holy Spirit. So He can't put stuff down in there that blocks the space that God intended for His Holy Spirit. We got to stay away from worldliness. We got to stay away from sin. We've got to be filled with the Holy Spirit. We've got to be emptied so the Holy Spirit can fill us. Thirdly, realize God has chosen to use people. You might say, well, why doesn't God just go do it? He's chosen to include you and me in this grand endeavor to reach the world for Jesus Christ. Remember, He loves to use people. He wants to involve you in what He's doing in the earth. And lastly, go wherever He sends you, go. He may be prompting you to do things, and it may be across the fence in the backyard to talk to a neighbor. It could be to the other side of the world. It could be to step out in faith and try something in the church that you've never tried before. It's really important to realize that God's involved in this. It is His power doing this. It's not dependent upon you. And just when He sends you, just say, yes, sir, I'm ready to go. These are orders to be obeyed. Until all have heard, this is Pastor Dan saying, we reach because Jesus is reaching.